Right, I'm apologising to everybody. I've got some sort of bloody summer cold that's doing me head in. When's it going to end? Sagittarius we've already had. Gemini we've already had. Aries, we haven't had you. You'll go. This is for May and beyond until the next one in June. I'm not even going to put a time limit on it now because it's ridiculous. The things, we all have it. It's chaos at the minute. From morning till night, bedlam going on everywhere. So we do the best we can, don't we? Let's see. What does Aries need to know? We're doing the astral wheel. Then we want the second house. So, second house is Taurus, so you may be in Aries, Taurus, cusper. Even more important for you. So it could be anywhere you've got Taurus in your chart, could be relevant. And the moon is in Sagittarius. Fellow fire sign. So, for some of you, ambulances may be important because they've just got an ambulance pulled up outside. And I don't ignore anything that happens during a read, so could be relevant. I have to say they're giving me the palpitations, so someone's heart may be a problem. True or not? There's your pal. Let's get rid of all these. Oh, miracles can happen. Siblings, school days, hands, arm, shoulder issues healed. What you manifest is what will happen. So what you think and say is what will be. It could be somebody new coming into your life that works with blades, discs, cups or wood. It could be anything from a hairdresser to a surgeon. Anybody using those. A cup is any vessel. A disc is any piece of metal, including money. And obviously wood. A craftsman of some sort, joiner, or carver. 1 or 28, positive energy. Something's over, dead, done, dusted, no more. Nothing can hurt you anymore. Pain, like I said, somebody may have passed on. Excuse me while I get some tissue. But the pain, it ends to pain, physical and emotional. 10 weeks, but it could be an actual passing or a betrayal. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah, there's lack of effort here. Somebody hasn't put the effort in that's needed. There may be no communication via the internet. Burning the candle at both ends. Overcoming enemies, even when those enemies may be yourself. Isolating yourself. Feeling lonely in a room full of people. Feeling lacking in some way, even though you're not. So, a bird in a gilded cage. You have everything you need, but nothing you want. Feeling half erased, at least 5 years. Feeling ungrateful, And if you're ungrateful, Spirit will take something else from you, or unworthy. Blame, shame, game. Comparing yourself to others, that's not going to work. At the minute, you're reaping what you sow. And that doesn't mean you're to blame for everything that's happened. It just means that something you did brought you to this situation. 7 years is mentioned. You have to reassess, reevaluate, and begin again. You won't have to start from scratch because you've learned some valuable lessons. Yeah. Spirit is giving you the gift of a new beginning. It's time to fill your own cup and do what makes you happy. Within a month, there is either the conception of a child or you are creating something new because something is over. So the only clue you've got is 1 in 28, Gemini. So June, possibly. Sin Mara. It's a nightmare. The nightmare is over because it's reversed. So, Sin Mara. What is Sin Mara? A hearth and home. A home is not a home without a fire in the hearth, food on the table, and a welcome at the door. Mispelheim. Sin Mara. So, she has got a fire there, waiting. Sin Mara is Suta's wife. She is the personification of nightmare. So you might have a nightmare wife, or you might be the nightmare wife. Mara is the feeling of heavy burden on the sleeper during a specific kind of nightmare. This needs to be over. One where the sleeper is in the twilight of sleep and consciousness, burning those candles at both ends, but has not regained control of their body and has a feeling of paralysis or fear of the heart. What did I say about the heart? So palpitations, anxiety, panic attacks. This nightmare is Sin Mara calling on the seeker. Sin Mara has access to humans through the twilight of sleep and wakefulness, particularly nightmares and any nightmares. Her name means a weight on the spirit and the mind. So you've got to let this go. Mara being the weight and Sin the mind of the spirit. Her presence in the spread signifies a worry that might have paralysing effects leading to anxiety if the seeker isn't careful to address the problem and counter it. You need to lift this nightmare. She was in the reverse. You need to come out of this nightmare situation, whatever it is. Sitting there being all stubborn and isolating yourself isn't going to make a difference. It's Feu, and it's about prosperity, the cash cow, the primordial being, so Taurus energy. Perhaps you're staying because of the finances. So, Feu is obviously an indicator of prosperity. Before the introduction of hard currency, cattle herds were measured with wealth among many ancient people. So when this rune is found in a future position, a profitable time lies ahead of you. I forgot to tell you what your song is, didn't I? It's Melting Pot. So different people, different cultures, different age groups, different beliefs, all getting together and working as one. Just as the ancients sacrificed one of their herd now and again to show the gods that they were thankful, which you aren't, you're not grateful at all, for their good fortune, it's equally important that you receive the gifts of Feu with humility. So don't get big-headed. The rune also suggests that you should look after your possessions that you already have. You should guard your resources against times when the warmth and comforting fire is chilled by the icy blasts of winter. Even if you are comfortable off, you have the opportunity to ensure that this happy state continues. Conversely, if you're feeling the bite of poverty, Feo promises that a time will soon come when you will be prosperous once more. Aside from these material concerns, the appearance of Feo bodes well for fertility and childbirth, what do I say, and new beginnings of all kinds. Equally, the Song of Odin states, when one is in misery or grief, which you are there, the Ten of Swords, the rune Feo will bring motherly comfort. So if you've got a mum in spirit, it's very important, which is one of the most valuable things in the world. A reversal in fortune resulting in the loss of something valuable is likely. The association of Feo with wealth and property suggests that loss will involve a material possession, but it may equally relate to the departure of a loved one or a close friend. However, since the basic nature of Feo is nurturing, the loss will be made up in time. Tradition also states that Feo, inverted, may refer to problems with conception or fertility in general. And that doesn't mean just in childbirth. It could be fertility financially. So I apologise again for the sniffing. It's absolutely horrendous and I don't like it. Let's get one of these cards. Oh God, how did I know with you? Jesus. Carly, she first destroys, so ends this matter before she rebuilds. Endings and new beginnings. So, you have to realise that that's what needs to take place. Carly is a main player. She's not one of these minor goddesses. She is massive. I won't read you everything because there's too much of it. But drawing this card puts you on notice that major changes are taking place. Structures around you will crumble and fall, leaving you temporarily lost. Remember, however, that the destruction must sometimes come before the creation. The old, tired and redundant parts of your life must fall away in order to create space for the new and vibrant life that's coming. The problem with this, though, is that there may be a time when you lose hope of ever coming through into the light once again. But remember that creation takes place in the dark. Unless you stifle that new growth, which is what you're doing, by going back to old habits. New and beneficial growth will happen in time. Meanwhile, you must gather support, nurture yourself with the melting pot, and be around people you feel comfortable with. This card can also appear in someone's life when you need to assert yourself and protect those you love. Be alert to those who seek to undermine your confidence. Carly reminds you to believe in yourself and your skills, talents and abilities, which is, for some reason, you haven't been doing for quite a while, and it's not like you. Thanks for listening.